All right, here we are for the first round of this Avacyn Restored 8-4. And we're not going to mulligan this. This looks fine. Got a little bit of a cushion with the Sanctifiers. And we have a 3-drop we can cast, and we can on curve hit amass the components if anything bad happens. Hey, we even got our little combo out here as well. Looks like our opponent's playing red, so that's good for... That's a good thing when you're running a Cathedral Sanctifier, I guess. Red green. Red green's a pain to deal with. That's a potent combo. I think we do offer the trade here. I mean, not that I actually want to, but I just don't think he's gonna take it. Oh, he's taking it. That's weird. Oh no, he changed his mind. I didn't think he was gonna trade off there. I'm actually fairly happy if he does. It's a little awkward for our Emancipation Angel, but like. His creature's significantly better than ours, and I don't really care about the life gain that much. Block it. Oh, he is? All right, he did trade it off. That's pretty sweet. We still have plays for days here. Let's see what he plays right now. Something with 1 toughness. Yeah, with 1 toughness. So he was protecting his Kessig Malcontents. That's what that was all about. Makes sense. Okay. So, first decision point. Farbog Explorer or Emancipation Angel, but set us back a land drop. Oh, thank you. You can do that. All right. So, I think my plan is just going to be to run the Farbog Explorer out there, and I'll trade it off if he wants. This game, I think I'm pretty happy the longer this game goes. I have an amass of components in my hand plus a nice beater. And I think that'll be just fun. Ooh, Druid's Familiar. Yeah, it still does not trade. Yeah, that is a massive beating. So now we take 1,000,000. God, Druid's Familiar is so good. And we hit a Defang, which is pretty nice. All right, so we definitely have choices here. We can just throw the Emancipation Angel down and then just say go, which is I think what we're going to be doing, because that way we can double block the Familiar, or we can just block the Emancipation Angel on the Malcontents, but we really need to get this thing off the table. So yeah, I think that is the play here. Let's play our Emancipation Angel. Return this, play this, and just say go. I mean, we don't really have the luxury of playing around things like Joint Assault or whatever, so yeah, now something can't block. Yeah, this is just bad. We're going to take 9 here. We're pretty close to dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but don't really see how we have a different choice so far. All right. So I'd love to get this amass the components out of the way, but we really need to do a little of this, so that we don't just die. Next turn, we're hoping to amass the components into something sweet, and hopefully he doesn't have any plays this turn. If he has any removal or tricks, we're just dead. I mean, we're going to double block on the Druid's Familiar. All right, he has nothing. That's awesome. Very good news for us. Let's amass. We're going to pitch an island or something. Jeez. And play 1 and say go. Well, next turn we get to play Capture the Mists and Moonlight Geist, so I guess that's something. We just have to hope to hold him off for another turn or two here. If he has anything big or whatever, then we can expect to lose in short order. Vorst Claw, you are the Vorst. Vorst Claw is actually pretty sweet here. All right. Yep, this all makes good sense. We get to play our Captain of the Mists, and then the next turn we get to play Holy Justiciar and have Captain activation up. So I might just have to chump block the Vorst Claw if he just sends that in. I don't think I want to. Yeah, no, I don't want to give him 3 of my creatures, or 2 of my creatures. I can put all 3 toughness guys on it and then kill it, but then I trade him for like my Angel and my Captain of the Mists, and I'm about to lock this game down, so, or this board state down at least. If he ships the whole team, we're in trubs. Yeah, he didn't. All right, so I'm just going to put the Explorer in front because I have the Moonlight Geist, which I can use to blank a Vorskla. I also have the Captain of the Mist, which does the same. Ooh. Greedy. So I can attack 1, 2, 3, 4, play the Shield Mate. That untaps this guy. I don't have enough mana to untap something else, though. So, yeah, I'm actually just going to run the Shield Mate out here, I think. Next turn, I can go Justiciar and have this thing with the backup. This is going to protect my Captain of the Mist, which is like a critical spell right now. Untapping doesn't do anything. Yes. All right, he untaps, sure. He's just going to be tapping down the Vorskla anyway, so. If I had one more mana, I could have got in for 3 damage, but probably not worth it. Now we're hoping to draw something like our Redeemer, because we're at a fairly uncomfortable 8. Normally 8 is fairly stable, but this guy has, 13 power up or whatever. Oh, that's dirty. So he's going to make it so that can't block. All right, well, there's nothing I can do there. There's going to be chump blocking happening here. Tap that thing. Yes, I do. I can take 4 here, actually. I could even take 6. Block, take 4. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna trade off trade for a Cathara and eat a Cathara. I could take 6, but then I'm in range of like Pillar of Flame and Thunderbolt and stuff. And even though I'd rather keep this Geist alive, oh, he has Joint Assault. Well, the good news is that I'm not dead. The bad news is that I'm going to be very shortly if things don't shape up for me here. All right, well, that's a card, I guess. Play a Justiciar. Doesn't matter because I'm doing this anyway. Play this and then have that to tap. Yeah. All these wasted activations, but what are you going to do? Do I want to use this ability? I don't think I do. Does flying matter against him? It's pretty unlikely, right? All right. Go ahead. Pre-combat. Angel of Glory's Rise for a Fervent Cathar and a Nightshade Peddler, and I think we're just dead. Yeah, well. Don't know that we beat this draw. So I can go block. I guess I'm still at 2 then. I mean, I'm really pretty much dead, but don't think I have any actual outs. Like I don't have a Terminus or anything. Tap that. Think I had better do this now. Don't think this actually keeps me alive, but I'm going to run it out there just in case he screws something up. Not quite enough mana to fleeting and have the tap ability open. I think if he just ships his team, I'm dead. Is that right? It looks like he's willing to find out what for us here. So if I block here, here, and here, then I take 3. So I guess I'm not technically dead, but I'm dead. I mean, realistically. I can take 4. I can eat this, take this, that's 5. Oh, I can do it that way. Like if I go here, here, then I take 5 and I kill these 2 cards. All right. Oh, he's got a spell. He's got another Join Us All. All right. Well, this is going to be a tough one, I think. Okay, so these don't matter. Oops. Yeah, most of these cards just aren't going to be very good versus him. These are all fine. Devout Chaplains don't seem to do much. Yeah, we need to hit this one. Scroll could come in just to gain some life. I mean, his deck though started off aggressive with that Druid's Familiar, and they just had a nice top end too. So it's kind of a tough thing to deal with. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it. All right. Yes, I would like to play first. No, would not like to mulligan that one. That's a fine hand. All it needs is a few lands and Seraph of Tan. There's part 1. Probably just going to slam the Explorer here, I suppose, depending on what we see out of him. Striker? Yeah, that's going to be an Explorer then. Explorer, go. Will trade. Still willing to trade. I don't think he'll attack here. Would you attack here? Oh man, he is. He's getting snap blocked. And Captain of the Mist, that's sweet. I will play that guy. He's also got a fleeting distraction here, which tempted to hang on to, but I kind of want to start digging. Lightning Mauler. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fleeting distraction this thing right now. See if he still attacks. All right, so he's sending that guy in, which makes good sense. All right, I'm thinking that he's got a Join Assault. I wanted to put him in a weird spot. The thing is, I wasn't going to block the Nightshade Peddler either way, so I figured that was fine. All right, so we've got some action here. Looks like we can just go with a Devout Chaplain. That's the card I'm most willing to trade off here if it comes to that, but really I'm going to be tapping stuff down anyway. Looks like his mana base is a little greedy. He's green-red here, but he had plains, and there's one. Maybe he's got some Borderland Rangers or something to help smooth it out. Fervent Cathar. All right. So my Devout Chaplain can't block. Oh, well, that wasn't going to block anyway. That was going to do this. Yeah, I would. Thanks. Pretty tempted to just take this one. If I hit a land and I can play the Gold Knight Redeemer, I'll be pretty happy I did, so I think that's okay. He also won't be able to attack with that next turn. Ooh, a Seraph. Yeah, I'm just going to slam a Seraph here. And I'm not going to trade off either of these guys. I'm just going to say go. If he kills the Seraph, then and we don't hit a land, then we'll just defy death. If we do hit a land, we'll probably just defy death as well. What did that thing just get tapped for? What the heck? Is he convoking something? 6. Really? Burn at the stake? Wow, sweet. He just used up like his entire turn for a burn at the stake on our guy. We'll block now. All right, there's our planes. Yep. We will be defying death on the Seraph. Getting in there. These guys do not have death touch at the moment, so let's attack. Don't think that I want to send in. I think he would just double block anyway. All right, so that happens, and yeah, let's just continue the parade here. I like just jamming this guy. I mean, we can get a little greedy and go with the Geist and then an activation or whatever. But I think we just make another 4/4 and just put him on a 2-turn clock. He's going to have to come up with something to deal with this stuff. We're under no obligation to block basically ever again for this game. He has to deal with our flyers, and that's really all that matters here. Even if he plays something huge, we can just tell him that the captain sent him and just get him. And go. I guess I should have played the Geist. If he has a way to kill the Redeemer or the Seraph, then I would have had lethal still, but so it goes. Okay. That was a much better start for us. I don't think we have anything to change here. We didn't see anything that needed blocking with Intimidate. Yeah, let's just do it again. We do have that Banishing Stroke floating around in our deck as well. Ugh. Don't know if we can ship this back. 1, 2, 3. I mean, our land, we have a lot of live draws here, but this is a pretty mediocre hand. Yeah, we'll keep it. I think we can stay alive long enough to make it work. If he gets like Guy into Druid or something, we're dead, but well, depending on what we draw. Right, well, he's got an abundant growth, so that's part of the way he's rounding out his mana. All right, well, we have a plan for later. We're going to have to draw something in between that can take advantage, but Timberland Guide, all right. Go. He's got all 3 colors and a Fervent Cathar, it looks like. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. I think. Eventually our Sanctifiers will be able to cash in for the Cathar, I guess. Although, currently we have not drawn the things that we need. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We take 6. Still not the worst. We're going to be fairly stable. This is a nice start for him, though. This is the kind of start that if he can back it up with something, he'll just win. If he can't, then we're in a much better spot. Devout Chaplain or Justiciar. I mean, let's be honest. They're both trading off, but I guess this has a slightly better chance, and we don't really have anything else to do with our mana, so we'll play this guy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gonna send him in? Yeah, he's just gonna keep shipping him in there. I don't blame him. He's probably got a Joint Assault or something, but we don't have choices. Blocks will happen. Yeah, Guess we're still alive. Hopefully, oh, he didn't have a follow-up play. That's pretty sweet. And there's a Redeemer. All right. All right. Well, if we can get the Redeemer down and then get the Infinite Reflection on it and then start casting guys every turn, I don't see a problem here. Ooh, Mad Prophet. He will get blocked. He shouldn't attack with that. I think he should just hold it back. But Gold Knight Redeemer. Oh, okay. He did have the Joint Assault. That's why. Yeah, it makes sense. And there's a Mist Raven. That doesn't do much here. Kind of weird when both of his guys have haste. I think it's still worth it to make him use up his next turn, though. Hey, look, he's back. Oh, are you going to use his ability? He is going to use his ability. This one I will take because I can keep my guy alive, and I'm just going to get the life right back anyway, so there's no point in trading it out. Ooh, a Seraph. Ooh, a Seraph. You know, I think we just play the Seraph here. Seraph is going to be very tough for him to deal with, and we can play Gold Knight Redeemer after and get a couple more life out of the deal. I mean, Seraph's just a better blocker in a lot of ways than Gold Knight Redeemer is anyway. He's got 6 lands. A Mauler into another guy would be kind of bad, although we should still be alive. All right, he doesn't have it. Okay. And a Mass will come in handy, but for now, let's redeem some Gold Knights. Go to 11. And yeah, it is time for the beats. Because right now, we can get him to 16, and then the next turn we can hit him for 12 with Gold Knight Redeemers if we want a Infinite Reflection. Like if we draw, man, if we drew like a Wings. What does he got? Druid's Familiar. All right, so the beats are now back upon us. We might just be racing. 4, 8, 10, 13. That's enough to kill us. All right, so he doesn't want to swing with the Mad Prophet. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so if I block here and then he hits us with Joint Assault, then they'll get, so it's 4, 8, 12, so we'll go to 1. If I just trade it off with the Druid's Familiar and he has Joint Assault, then I take the same amount of damage, but I lose my Gold Knight Redeemer. Well, that's not a very easy spot, is it? Really would like to get that Druid's Familiar off the board, though. It might be worth the risk. Yeah, I think I'm going to risk it. It's a fairly big blowout if he has it. All right, so he did not. And we had a Farbog Explorer, which is kind of nice because we can do Farbog Explorer and amass the components here. Now, if we just want to go Infinite Reflection, we can make 2 Seraph of Dawns, hit him, we go to 11, and he goes to 12. And that's a pretty nice cushion, but I think we can just amass here. Better do it. No, this is right. Yeah, because we can hit an Angel or another Seraph. So, and a land. All right, so let's amass. All right, so it looks like we didn't draw this one first. So what do we want on the bottom? This Banishing Stroke seems like it's probably a keeper. The land, we could just ship the land away. We don't really need it. We're going to be definitely defying death next turn on our Gold Knight Redeemer if we're still alive, which is now, of course, the plan to be alive. I think we just ship the land, play the Farbog Explorer, and probably just pass a turn back. Yeah, I think I like that play. Or actually, no, I think I attack with the Seraph here. Yeah. That way, if he does something with Fervent Cathar, I can make sure that I gain the life and go to 9. It's less good on the blocking, but I don't think he really has any actual attacks here anyway. All right, he's pitching creatures now, so he's probably looking for that angel. He's got 6 lands. And he has a Nightshade Peddler again. Not really relevant. Probably just taking this if he decides to attack with his Mauler and his Peddler. Definitely blocking the Cathar, but... Yep. Just taking it. Again, the damage is going to get even back out when we Gold Knight redeem here. Sweet, we get a Thraben Valiant too. All right, let's just do it. All right, so defy death on the Redeemer. Make a 6/6. Gain 8. Attack you. Grindy, grindy. He chump blocks, so he definitely has that angel. Thankfully, ours is bigger. We also have Banishing Stroke. So, if he doesn't do something to create a lethal, something that we just can't deal with this turn, then we get to just Infinite Reflection on the Gold Knight Redeemer and hit him for 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Which is lethal. What happens if he does cast the Angel of Glory's Rise? He gets a Timberland Guide, a Fervent Cathar, a Peddler. He doesn't get these cards. I don't think that he can make it to 16 there. If this guy was in the yard, maybe he could get to 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, we still have 2 blockers, but 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, he could get up there. In fact, it's actually exactly lethal. I mean, it's not, like, again, we have blockers, but if he had the 7 mana and the Angel, he could have 16 damage. And the Angel could have haste, but he would need this thing to be unpaired to make that happen. All right, so we're going to get... So it looks like he's just going to kill our Redeemer here. But he can't really do that. If he does that... 2, 4, 6, 8... No, he's still alive. One, 2, 3... 2. So he's doing 4 to something right now. I guess he's just going to kill our Seraph. No. Okay, so he just yeah, he just went for the Redeemer. That makes sense. What do we draw? A Defang. Defang seems pretty good here. We can give all of our guys flying and lifelink, although it's still just 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. That puts him to 2, though, and it puts us to 24. So we're talking about him needing something like Terminus to get out of this. There's still, all of our guys are still flyers, even if he does go for the big thing. Yeah, I think we can just do that. He doesn't have enough for, what's it called? For eaten by spiders. So let's just do this and make the life cushion such that it's not reasonable for him to come back. Because this way he has to put up like 4 flyers. Or just completely wipe our entire board. In which case we've got the Banishing Stroke. All right, hit the Angel. I don't think that's going to do it here, though. Can he get in for 24? No, because he needs to give this thing haste. It was 16 last turn if he could give this haste, and he can't, so it's not going to be that much. Now my guys aren't blocking anyway. Yeah, I think we just got him here. He's going to use for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 12, and then it would have been 16 if he was able to Lightning Mauler his Angel, which he wasn't anyway. Still pretty sweet. But he's just, I guess, just going through the motions here because he knows I'm just going to turn my guy sideways. Yeah, you hit me. Yep. All right. And we didn't even have to show our Banishing Stroke to anybody who might be watching the replays, which is kind of sweet. Okay, so yeah, we'll go to the next round. And yeah, man, hopefully we don't face any more Druids familiars. Those things are scary.